Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the brand new HO scale Big Boy number 4024 from MTH. The 4884 Big Boy locomotives were built by the American Locomotive Company, ALCO, for the Union Pacific for World War II wartime traffic goods and were essentially stretched out 3900 class Challengers with an extra driver on each engine set. 2 batches and a total of 25 were ordered, 4000 through 4019 in 1941, and 4020 through 4024 in 1944. A total of 8, 4004, 4005, 4006, 4012, 4014, 4017, 4018, and 4023 are preserved today. In May of 2019, the Union Pacific restored number 4014 to full working order and converted it to oil burning, allowing it to operate throughout the United States network. The most notable differences between this model and other previous runs are the steaming whistle and semi-permanent drawbar connection between the locomotive and tender, which requires the engine to be shipped out in a long box with the engine and tender attached from the factory. The engine comes well packed in the newly adopted ice block packaging used by many OO and HO scale companies nowadays. Out of the box, you will note right away the sheer weight of this brute. Its die-cast construction adds loss of weight for traction. The MTH HO scale Big Boy shares the same tooling as the older PCM and earlier Broadway Limited Blue Line models. A wealth of separately applied piping and other details really stand out against other companies such as Rivarossi and Athearn Genesis. The paint application is very good with legible builder's plates and no bleeding of the graphics. One thing I've seen is a criticism of no dynamo on top of the boiler towards the back on the fireman's side. However, this is actually prototypical for some of the big boys. There is a photograph of 4024 that shows the lack of dynamo on top of the boiler, which is what I assume to be one of the photographs used to develop this tooling, as all the piping aligns perfectly with said photograph. MTH did not paint the driver tires or front bogie wheels black as per the prototype, so I took it upon myself to paint these. I think it turned out great and it really enhanced the look of this model. Now on to the details. The front pilot has a swing-out dummy scale coupler which looks very nice and can be swung back closed to hide. Above the pilot is a very nice radiator and UP shield with the locomotive's number printed clearly on it. Above the radiator, there is the famous deck plate that houses the operational headlight and very nice pilot handrails. The boiler front is well detailed with excellent hinge casting, a separately applied metal handrail, operational marker lights and number boards, and a nice looking brass bell. The front drive unit is very well done with fully functional articulation pipes that pivot when the locomotive goes around curves. On the smoke box, there is a wealth of separately applied metal piping and a separately applied metal handrail that runs along the entire length of the boiler. The sand domes on top are nicely detailed with metal handrails on each side. The running plate, front deck plate, and tender drop plate all have nicely finished safety tread texture. Below the running plate, there is a huge amount of piping that looks excellent. The firebox on each side has massive amounts of separately applied plumbing and looks great. The locomotive all-weather cab comes with a full backhead detail and 2 hand-painted crew members fitted and features a lighted interior when the locomotive is idle and shuts off when the engine starts moving. The rear drive unit looks great and it's hinged to allow the locomotive to negotiate tight 18-inch radius curves. The die-cast trailing truck looks excellent and has silver bearing caps which look great. Now on to the tender. The tender has a massive amount of rivets all over and is well finished. It features a real coal load and looks very realistic. The top decking is well textured and looks like real wood. The front and rear water hatches open to reveal the smoke and volume control knobs. The underframe detailing is fantastic and features silver bearing caps. On the rear, there is a functional tail light and reverse light that comes on when the engine is in reverse. The separately applied metal steps and handrails look great. The tender comes pre-fitted with a metal KD coupler. The locomotive features MTH's signature DCC-compatible ProtoSound 3 sound system and synchronized puffing proto-smoke system, along with a brand new variable intensity steaming quillable whistle. This is truly a sight to behold and looks awesome when in operation. The locomotive sounds are excellent, however the choice of the speakers in the tender was very poor, and I had to replace my speaker due to the horrible rattling sound when I blew the whistle. I chose the Zemo Double Sugar Cube speaker, item number LS55X22X09. Now, let's take a look at the operation and listen to the onboard sound system on this model.